It is not surprising that the building industry is a key focus for legislation. It's an ever-evolving landscape mainly led by both Europe and UK government to improve efficiencies and reduce carbon. This is a complex topic, so today we will just touch on a few highlights of the essentials. This is an important issue, as within the EU, 40% of energy consumption and 36% of CO2 emissions are from buildings. Our role as a responsible manufacturer is to guide you through the maze of rules and regulations and help you achieve the minimum standards and beyond. In the EU, 35% of buildings are over 50 years old. By improving the energy efficiency of these buildings using new technology, we could reduce the total EU energy consumption by 6% and CO2 emissions by 5%. We will start with legislation that affects everyone. EPBD and the Energy Efficiency of Buildings Directive is European legislation that highlights the building's performance as a whole against a scale similar to that of white goods. The Energy Savings Opportunity Scheme, ESOS, was introduced to UK companies in 2014 and affects organisations classed as large undertakings. ESOS assessments should be carried out every 4 years and are audits of the energy used in the company's buildings, industrial processes and transport to identify cost-effective, energy-saving recommendations. Mitsubishi Electric are experts in improving efficiency and can provide advice on how you do just that when heating, cooling, ventilating and controlling your building using our innovative technology. You may have heard of MEES. This affects all landlords of commercial property since April 2018. A property has to hit an EPC rating of E or above in order to be set up with a new lease. This will be extended to cover existing leases in 2023. All commercial companies will need to embrace energy-efficient technology in order to improve their building ratings, and we're here to help. It is possible to upgrade existing buildings without altering the building fabric. We actually moved from an EPC rating of E to a B in our HQ at Hatfield by upgrading to heat recovery air conditioning, installing an air handling unit for ventilation, adding ground source heat pumps to serve our training area, and adding solar photovoltaics to generate electricity. Within the HVAC industry, there is a multitude of UK building regulations that building services consultants must consider. Part L deals with energy use, and Part F legislates on minimum ventilation levels. Regulations are enforced to protect building occupants, and we're here to assist on how best to do this. Most new build project designers strive to hit recognition of outstanding design and efficiency. You may have heard of BREEAM, and an American equivalent called LEED, which US companies often request for their UK properties. In order to achieve an outstanding BREEAM rating, the team will need evidence from the initial planning and design stage showing how the building has a low environmental impact. Extra points are achieved by using our renewable technology, state-of-the-art controls, reduced refrigerant volumes, and lower global warming potential, or GWP, refrigerants. All manufacturers in our industry are also affected by European legislation. The one with the most impact is F-gas, which was revised in January 2015 and restricts the amount of GWP potential that can be shipped in any year. GWP stands for Global Warming Potential of the heat transfer medium or refrigerant within a system. Commonly used refrigerants in our industry are R410A, R32, and CO2 or carbon dioxide. You can see the GWP of each of these on screen now. Refrigerants are contained in all air conditioning systems and are also commonly referred to as greenhouse gases. If refrigerant is released into the atmosphere, it can contribute to global warming. It is likely that the majority of your current estate will contain air conditioning systems using R410A. As an example, if you hypothetically release 1 kilogram of R410A into the atmosphere, it does 2,088 times more damage than 1 kilogram of CO2, which is used as the base measure. We have a responsibility as a manufacturer to reduce the GWP quota of products we supply by 79% by 2030. This phase down is making our industry move towards the use of lower GWP refrigerants and less volume to meet this ambitious target. To address the F-gas regulations, in 2017, Mitsubishi Electric launched our first R32-based split solutions, moving away from R410A. These systems contain 2/3 less GWT quota and use less overall volume of refrigerant. Simply changing refrigerant will not be enough to hit these ambitious targets. Mitsubishi Electric has also been focusing on reduced volumes of refrigerant via the reintroduction of water-based solutions. Water has 0 GWP. Mitsubishi Electric's patented hybrid VRF solution for larger commercial applications becomes the only viable choice for our industry. Hybrid VRF features all the benefits of our traditional market-leading VRF, but has a few changes, including use of low GWP R32 refrigerant and 2-pipe heat recovery. Water replaces the majority of refrigerant within the building. This means that there is 30% less refrigerant, and there is a dramatically reduced risk of a refrigerant leak to occupants within the space. Because the majority of the system is water-based, costly leak detection requirements are also removed from occupied spaces. All commercial products sold within Europe hold an ERP rating. This is a guide to how efficient they are to run and can help determine how low your energy bills could be. We are proud to provide the majority of our products with an A++ rating, which means they are also valid for enhanced capital allowance claims.